Greetings and welcome to Yarnspirations.com. In this video, I want to talk to you about best practices for stuffing your knit or crocheted stuffed toys. First, let's talk about the Polyfill. When you get it out of the package, sometimes it's in little chunks or lumps, and before you use it, it's really good to go through with your fingers and pull it all apart. Make sure there's no unfortunate lumps of plastic in there. Make sure there's no big tangles and knots. This will help you smooth things out when you're stuffing your toy, because of course you don't want your toy to be lumpy. No matter which toy you're making, as you knit or crochet, if it's an elongated piece particularly, it's really great to stuff as you go. So something like this, which is the body of a zebra toy, I've already, as I started knitting on the way up, I started putting stuffing in. Now, it's tempting to grab a big handful and mush it in there and get it over with, but you're not going to be happy with the results. So even though it's a little bit time consuming, you want to grab the fluff a little bit at a time. Once again, make sure it's all smoothed out and put it in there. You don't want a big giant lump, nor do you want a convex spot where it's a dent where it's sticking in. That means there's not quite enough stuffing. Really take your time and make sure that you have your toy stuffed to the perfect dimension. Too much stuffing and the knit stitches will pull apart, which is not only unattractive, but will allow stuffing to escape through the holes, and we don't want that. And of course, not quite enough stuffing means that as the toy is loved and played with, he's going to lose his definition. He's going to be floppy, and we don't want that either. So many toys will have you stuff the items individually and then sew them together. But again, on this particular piece, I do have more knitting to do. But I took it off the double-pointed needle so I wouldn't lose any stitches. I just put it on a piece of waste yarn. So this way I can get my fingers in there and make sure that I have my little round zebra tummy stuffed to the point I want it to be, and I don't have to worry about dropping stitches because it's on waste yarn. I can always go back and put the stitches on the double pointed needle and finish up my knitting, because a lot of times toy parts at the end will have you run the yarn through the few remaining stitches and pull it up tight to finish. Don't do that until you're happy with the shape of the item that you're stuffing. Thanks so much for joining us here on Yarnspirations.com. We look forward to seeing you again soon.